Just make you want to get up and dance. Yeah. Well, Earl Hagen and Dick Rogers were members of the Ray Noble Orchestra in the late 1930s when they got together to write this beautiful piece. It's one of the classic feature pieces for alto sax, and the melody is positively infectious. We're sure you'll agree. You know how some people hear the William Tell Overture and immediately they think The Lone Ranger, radio and TV show? Well, many people think of this song as the Mickey Spillane, Mike Hammer theme song. Tonight, we turn the spotlight on our lead alto sax player, Kay Kleinhempel, for her rendition of the mysterious and beautiful Harlem Nocturne. Now for a little bit of Latin music. As we move into the mid-1960s, this is one of the most famous bossa novas from Brazil, which was introduced by alto sax master Stan Getz with the vocalist Astrid Gilberto. This song is one of the most recorded songs in history. In fact, it's said that the only other pop song to be covered by more people is Yesterday by the Beatles. Do you know what song it is? Well, if not, we're sure you're going to know it when you hear a few bars, and we sure hope you enjoy it as much as we enjoy playing it. Sit back and snap your fingers to The Girl from Ipanema. The Tampa Bay Big Band is committed to keeping the music of the 30s and 40s, the swing era, alive for the next generation to enjoy. But as you've already heard tonight, we do not limit ourselves to strictly big band literature of that era. Here's another Latin number for you. The bossa, as in bossa nova. It was a popular trendy dance in Brazil in the late 50s, early 60s. The term bossa nova translates to new trend. Tonight, we're performing a piece written by Roger Pemberton, which when translated means hot trend. Kay Kleinhempel has the alto sax lead on this piece, so slip on your salsa dancing shoes for Bossa Fuego. Many of the big bands stay together even after the demise of their leader. Bands like Glenn Miller, Tommy Dorsey, Les Brown, and others continue, even to this day, long after their star's passing. Woody Herman was one leader who kept a band, his Thundering Herd, together well into the 1980s, and as a result incorporated songs of each decade into his library. Now here's a great example. Carole King recorded Corazon in 1973 on her Fantasy album, and within a year the Herman Band had this kickin' arrangement of it. Tonight we feature Kay Kleinhempel on soprano sax, on this chart from the Woody Herman Thundering Herd of 1975, Corazon. Getting away from the swing era and Latin for just a moment, this is a great example of how jazz and rock have blended together over the years. Isaac Hayes was a prolific composer in the Southern soul style, and we think of his music as a sort of R&B mixed with more urban influences and a lot of emotion. In 1972, he won an Oscar for this song and a Golden Globe for the Best Original Song for this movie. Tonight, you'll hear some really funky electric bass by Mickey Sentif, wailing guitar by John Steffen, and the whole band laying it all on the line as we present the Oscar-winning theme song from Shaft. For a song written in 1956, it seems like anybody who's anybody has tried their hand or their vocal cords at this next song. Frank Sinatra, Ella Fitzgerald, Sammy Davis Jr., Natalie Cole, Mel Torme, this list goes on and on. What did these artists see in this song that made it so attractive? Well, the lyrics are very creative, almost Cole Porter-ish. The melody's catchy and it really swings. Now you pair that with a good orchestra, like we have here, and you'll have a hit on your hands and a lot of fun along the way. So tonight we're going to do the instrumental version of this song on the order of Harry James recording, featuring Terry Molesky on the trumpet in our rendition of Too Close for Comfort. most famous recording of our next song in 1950 was by Nat King Cole. But he wasn't singing with his own trio, he was in front of the Stan Kenton Band. Since that time, many others have made this song their own, including Natalie Cole, Nat King Cole's daughter, Johnny Mathis, Betty Hutton, Michael Bublé, and of course, who could forget, Lady Gaga. So join us for a smile as we're walking along minding our business, when all of a sudden, flash, bam, alakazam, comes out of an orange-colored sky.